in style. Got a youth for your boss well like a kite. Make the money, leave the star life, yeah. So anywhere we roll dog, we make the girl I fight. Got a youth for your boss well like a kite. Nice nation.
Mackie G, big up yourself.
Blessed love, King.
Yes.
Blessed love.
Right, welcome to Skunk House, man. Welcome to Skunk House Radio.
Thank you.
It's you know, are your new home this now, right?
Yeah, man. You don't know.
So we're gonna talk the business, man. You know, welcome to Skunk House. You're here with us, Mackie G, right? That's the name.
Mackie J.
Mackie J.
Yeah,
J.
Yeah, man.
Not G. J. The letter J. Okay, like judge, right? Mackie J.
Judgment. You don't
Judgment.
know.
So
Yeah.
Mackie Judgment. Hey, yes, yeah, Mackie J, man. Welcome again.
Thank you, man. Blessed love.
You know, tell me. I want to ask you some questions first before we get into your, you know, your history. You know, and let's talk a little about your name. How do you come by that name, Mackie J?
All right, Mackie J is a name I had anticipated on for a very long time.
Okay.
My government name is McCarlan John. So from a toddler, from the time I knew myself, I know myself, my parents called me Mackie. So Mackie is a name that everybody knows and not McCarlan.
Okay.
So I decided, since McCarlan John is my name,
yeah,
just swag it up with a Mackie J. You understand?
Right,
and it bang, you know?
Definitely. Mackie Judgment in the house.
Yeah, man. Blessed love.
Yeah, man. Mackie Judgment. Get familiar with this name. We're going to talk a little bit about you. You know, you're doing music.
Definitely, most definitely.
First, tell me where you hail from. I mean, you know, where you're from. You know, which country are you from? Because me hear some bad tune here, do some reggae music, right? Earlier, so
Blessed
you know,
love, blessed love.
So you know, tell me a little about your know, background and how you started doing music.
All right.
And which country you hail from, and you know.
Yeah, blessed. Well, before I should go on to say anything,
yeah,
right? I don't mean to switch from the direction of your
no,
question,
man,
right?
definitely.
But before I should say anything, I just want to give praise and thanks unto the Most High for being here thus far, because it has been a journey. So if it wasn't for the Most High, Mackie J could not have been here. Yeah, so blessed love to the Most High and my parents. Yeah,
glory
blessed
be unto
love,
the Father all the time.
Yeah, man. So allow me to introduce myself. I go by the name of Mackie J, the Ghetto Brigadier, the Deputy Commander in the TIINGG TUFFF KYAMP.
All right.
Yeah? And I hail from a beautiful country called Guyana, 83,000 square miles.
See
and I think it's one of the most beautiful country in the Caribbean.
True.
Right? I'm from a back then developing community by the name of Kurukururu.
Okay.
I went to school from nursery to primary in Kurukururu, and then I went on to Dora Secondary. From Dora Secondary, I went on to an academy. I spent some time in the military, and you know, but music is something had always been a part of me. I always, since I was about 6 years old, I would just jump up and start singing. You know, so since then, you know, I got the vibe and the flavor. So music was something on my mind from since then, and I grew with it all through school days. I came with the music. I started to record. Sometime in 2012, if my memory serves me correct. And from then, I did a couple songs in Guyana, and then I left it for a while because my occupation then, it was time demanding.
Okay.
So I put the music on pause. But then when the real me decided to step out, the real me is music me. The real me is a chant praises and thanks unto the Most High. Right? There was a time in my musical journey where I did derogative music, but on that journey I became conscious. And I said, nah, I got to choose a side. You understand? I got to decide which army I'm upon.
True.
So I choose the Most High army. Right? So I switched up the thing a little bit. Some of the fans were kind of displeased with me and so on, but when you meet in touch with the Most High and he say, yo, this way is it.
Exactly.
This way is it. So
exactly.
Before reaching here, I went to Trinidad where I did my first hit single.
Okay.
Bossway. That was in 2018, I think. And then I promoted the song. I promoted Bossway. And Bossway caused me to go on Africa's tour. So I did Africa, Gambia, a few months ago. And now the tour continues here in NYC.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Busway. That's
Yeah,
that's
man,
your
Busway.
that's your it's fitting. It's fitting that the Busway take you to Africa, and you know
Definitely,
it's a very
definitely.
fitting
Motherland, yeah?
yeah, it's a very fitting title because it bring you into uncharted territory.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is great for you. So Busway was your first
Hit single.
hit single.
Hit single, yeah.
But prior to that, you have done other recordings, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but so
couple others.
Busway basically take it. But before we get deep into Busway, give me a little bit about your influence in music, and is there anyone in your family who's musically inclined beside yourself?
Truth be told, no. I mean,
No?
anybody could sing in the shower. I heard my parents singing in the shower and my siblings singing in the shower. But there's none of my siblings who really took music
On a professional
right?
level.
You know, just
Okay.
gimmick. But I took it serious,
Okay.
right?
So what was your influence? Because I know you had to be driven by something. You know, I know it's your own nature. You know, love music.
Definitely.
And I know you know, we hear music outside it. So which artist was your influence and led you to even pursue music further?
A number of artists, right?
Okay.
A number of artists, and if I could remember them on spot, I remember Anita Baker.
Yeah.
I loved Anita Baker as a child because I heard my father played it and I heard my eldest brother played it. So I grew up, since at the tender age, I love Anita Baker. So I used to hum the summer music and so on. And as the journey went on, I started listening to people like Bob Marley, Garnet Silk, Peter Tosh, Lucky Dube, and a lot of other great artists. Sizzla Kalonji, Capleton. Sizzla Kalonji is like an icon,
Yeah.
right? To I and I.
Definitely.
Kalonji, and a whole lot of other artists.
So it's a list.
It's a chain of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is good. So your influence is coming from a great place, a creative place.
Yeah, man, most definitely.
You find your own space. You shape your own destiny now, and you're doing music. Tell me a little bit about the music that you write and the music that you're inspired to write. Because as you said before, that you did some music that were wasn't too on the positive side. You're in a trend. You know, I know the trend going on.
Yeah.
So it's an evolution. You know, we evolved from a stage. So your younger stage.
Yeah, man.
But now you're mature, you have learned on your journey. You know, give me a little about the music where you write and you know, how you're trying to connect that music to, you know, your fans and people out there are listening to you.
Well, I and I do music based upon everyday life. Everyday life. Every day you wake up and you live the 24-hour during the day. You went to work, you went to school, irrespective of where you went. They would have been something that you would have learned, something that you gain experience. And so with that, I'm blessed with the talent of music. I put them into writing. But I'm young, I'm vibrant, and I know that they got a lot of other young and vibrant youths out there too. So I give it to them in a rubber-dub style. I give it to them in a dancehall style. I give it to them however they want it. I give it to them because Mackie Jay is a very versatile artist.
Definitely.
Right? I can play in any camp.
True.
Right.
So you which audience are you trying to gravitate to? Because I know the music today is kind of split.
Yeah.
Right. You have the the dancehall version and a lot of them promote a lot. You know it goes.
Yeah, man.
A lot of violence.
Yeah.
And them call it entertainment and it's survival for them but it also. It's also play a part of influence on the younger generation come up. Your music particularly, I mean, tell me a little about your music particularly, how your music connect with the young youths them and elderly people.
All right. Well, due to the fact that I do it in a rubber-dub style, dancehall style, I'm very versatile, right? I'm looking to connect mostly to the younger generation, right? Because the youths are the future of tomorrow. If the youths are spoiled today, then we have a spoiled tomorrow. For my generation that is coming and coming and coming. So when the I gain consciousness, the I say, if gun song, you're seeing my own identity brothers killing each other. So I took a time and I really listened to my music I was singing at the time.
True.
And that's the time I said, Mackie Jay, you got to choose a side now because it's either righteousness or the other side.
Definitely.
And if I tell the people girl cheering for skin out, and if I tell the people by cheering for pick up gun and shoot down, then when they do it, you understand, listening to me as an artist, because a lot of people would love my style eventually, and it would grow and it would grow. So I see myself as a light. So my light got to shine bright, and the only way your light could shine bright is if you're shining righteousness.
Definitely.
So I preach righteousness, and I look to captivate the minds of the younger generation like myself.
Good, well said. And because as you said, being a light unto your people is the greatest thing. You have a responsibility, which is good. And as I said, many artists out there, they exploit the music for profit. It's not really the love for the music. They might say I love, but when you love something, you care for it, right? You know what I mean? So just abuse it. So you care for it in a high, respectable way. You want people to love you because, as you said, if someone listen to your music and get influenced by it, and go out in the world and do some things that you said, that problem is, it be upon your shoulder, so escape it, because you're that's why the book says, woe be unto the shepherd who lead the sheep astray. So you have a responsibility, and I think we all do. Definitely. Unfortunately, a lot of artists just hustle the business, and them not care who them destroy for maintain wealth and riches. But you say your music is positive. I hear some good lyrics you have on one of the songs that played here. Let's get into the Bossway music. Tell me a little bit about Bossway and what inspired you to write that particular song at that time.
Well, Bossway is a song I was going through at the time. I was going through some difficulty in life, and it was a time I said, yo, I got to do better for myself, better for my community, better for my household, better for everybody, and better for my mother, right? So I said, how am I going to do it? So I decided I got a talent, I'm going to just do it in music. So when I went to Trinidad, I linked with Nice Nation, and the Progress Rhythm, Prince Wani had just done a song on the rhythm. So I was like, hey, I like this rhythm. I got a song fit. So right there at home the day, at my sibling, I started to freestyle the song. Okay. And Nice Nation was like, yo, send me where you got. So I sent him a voice note. He said, hey, this song bad. So I went to the studio, I recorded, and I promoted from there. But Bossway is a song of my heart. Okay. Because it speaks volume of what I was going through at the time and where I'm looking to meet from the position that I was at the time.
True.
Yeah.
So the reception was great. It was tremendous.
Great, tremendous.
So this song Bossway, it take you into different places. It give you the opportunity.
To see motherland, man.
Give you a taste of stardom, right? And this, I'm sure this kind of motivate to put more energy into your craft, right?
Definitely.
So I want you to tell me a little bit about before you went to Africa. Right? Did you do any performances like in Trinidad, the Caribbean, before you actually with that same song?
Bossway, I did a few mini promotions and small shows in Guyana, but I haven't done any show in Trinidad. But I did a couple small shows in Guyana while I was promoting Bossway. Okay. Then Bossway, it was making its way to meet Africa.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the reception in your hometown, Guyana.
It was great, definitely. It was great. It was great. The people loved it, right? And I was impressed, and I felt proud that my own welcomed. They say yes. They say that I love artists, and this song bad, so we can push it, we can promote it, and everybody loved it. So Bossway, boom.
Definitely. All right. So you did great in your country. As far as before we get to Africa, because I know say Africa was an experience in itself. So in your country, I mean, how was it? The reception was good. You're in the spotlight now. How was it for you financially? From did any financial situation change with Bossway, or it's just the love of the music, performing it? You never really think about the financial part of it.
Well, if I should say I didn't get help financially, I would definitely be ungrateful. Right, several persons within my community aided, because like I said, we did some my friends and I did some small promotions, and people from my community donated, right? People from out of the community donated, so I got some financial assistance, yes.
Okay.
Right, and thanks to all those people, they know themselves.
Definitely.
Right, enough love and respect, because it's because of what they did I'm here now at this level. Yeah, so yeah, I did. It changed a bit.
Definitely. How was the recruit? Did the recruit? Did you recruit back from? Because what was as far as sale? Was it comfortable? You don't have to tell me how much amount it was. Was it comfortable, satisfying enough? The comeback, the return.
Truth is, nah.
It wasn't. But you're working still though. You're still working, so it's not the end of it.
Man.
Yeah.
The foundation here, the foundation aspect of music, and this is what a lot of artists got to know. Yeah. Right? You might see an artist go there, he boss and he get big, but the work you don't know. It's not everything is money. And I want every other artist out there, especially in my country, in every other country out of the Caribbean, to know this. Right? That is at the foundation. You gotta do some free stuff, man.
Exactly.
You understand? It's about exposure. It's about promoting yourself. So it's not about the money yet. Get to know the craft.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I was at a point when I thought that I knew music. I really didn't know music, and I was fighting up looking for money. But if you want money, you gotta know the craft.
You have to learn it.
So
properly.
I find myself that I can't be an artist. I see myself as a star. To be a star, you first got to see yourself as a star. It's not something you just meet. You got to work to get there.
True.
When I started to traveling and so on, I realized I cannot play an instrument. And I said, nah, I got to equip myself here. And I started to invest in myself.
True.
So as an artist, you got to spend some money and invest in yourself. For some of us, it's hard because to do a 9 to 5,
it is,
and to do music, it's tough. It's tough. Trust me from my heart. It's tough.
Yeah, and that's the right thing I say, because a lot of artists believe they're looking for handout. Yeah. They don't want to work and develop themselves to the level where it work for them. But some of us have to learn the harder way than others. An opportunity come in different ways for each of us.
Definitely.
But there's a what you call it? There's a saying back in the Caribbean that artists from other country who pursue reggae music, that there's a biasness when it comes to other artists. And we have this topic before, and I usually tell people, say, no, if you're good, you're good. No matter where you come from, no matter, what, if you're a good artist, if you're good, you get recognized everywhere. I think a lot of artists try and they fall short. And there's artists who, as you say, you believe in your craft, you put yourself in the position to learn more and enhance yourself. That's what you do. Natural black, bad artists. Bad. All right, you understand what I say? And him get the support the same way.
Definitely.
So I say any other artist where follow that level than higher, you get to wherever you want,
You know something? When I went to Africa on tour, natural black music is what paved the way for I&I, because
exactly
when I went to Africa, a lot of people never even heard of Guyana. So when I say I'm from Guyana, the first thing they say, oh, we're part natural black from?
Natural black.
So I was like, oh yeah. So now they welcome me there now.
Definitely.
In the musical arena,
True. And
definitely.
I'm happy to see that, we as people are a family that's been scattered everywhere and through different experiences, we kind of culturize ourselves and do different things, but we're all connected as one, man. So we're not short of, doing what the other person do as great as they did it. So it's good to see you embody this, and I do the music, and Natural Definitely. Black are doing thing. Me just surprised him kind of turn when the man bad, but me don't know why him turn. I don't know. But unfortunately him gone that way, though. Him should have just keep the way going, So,
but here what I'm saying, if music is something like this, and there's, right now they got a lot of gunman songs.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I'm saying this not to tarnish any other artist like myself music. Let me make that lucidly clear.
Yeah.
Right? But a lot of artists lose their way and lost what was rightfully theirs because, alright, gunman song right now, it mashing up the place, so you're gonna left you position for go and sing gunman song because you want a piece of delight.
Exactly.
It's like the dog and the bone. You give away you bone thinking that the bone is for you and when you jump over there. So
I don't understand.
my thing is be yourself. And if you be yourself, your music will always be different because you are unique. It's coming from you within. You know what I mean?
And staying in your own lane.
Yeah, man.
The things a Natural Black was unique in his own way. I don't know what, but he was great artist still. I hope him find himself and
Natural
turn
Black
back.
is a legend, and you know, is a legend. And music is a journey, you know.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
some journeys as an artist, some journeys is not everything you share to the public.
Definitely.
You understand? As an artist, sometimes you go through your own things and it disturb the music, and you know what I mean. Of course, it's life.
Definitely. And for you, and you know, hailing from Guyana, and you know, you had your experiences. You've been writing music. You're putting out music. You know, it's amazing. And you're leaving a legacy behind for the generation that's coming behind you to make them say, yo, you can do it.
Definitely.
And I'm sure that this is not the end, you know, of Mackie J. This is the beginning of your
far
chapter.
Yet to go. Coming from far yet to go. Man.
Exactly. So you know, no, you're in Guyana. You did your you know, me I say boss way.
Yeah, man.
And calls start coming in. Tell me the first thing now when them call you until they say, yo, we need you on a show Africa. And I mean, what was the feeling like? You know.
Well, to be honest, when I excuse me, when I got the message that yo, we love your song this side, it bought this side, we want you come this side and do a show, right? Mind you, at the time I never traveled from Guyana to no other country to do music.
Yeah.
Right. So the whole welcome of it and everything, it was, yo, I can't believe this happening.
Yeah.
I can't believe this happening. Even on the plane going to Africa, I was like,
you were shocked.
Plane going to Africa.
You were shocked, right? You can't believe say it would have taken your voice.
Yeah.
You know, your moments of just creating the song would have taken you to this, like, you know, those destinations, right?
Telling you.
So, but tell me what it was like, man, when you was in Africa. Like, I mean, how many shows did you do there? And I know they welcomed you. And but how many places did you travel throughout Africa? And what was the feeling like?
Well, the feeling was home. For the first time, I feel home. When I say home to the soul of I and I.
Yeah.
You see? Home, you know, going and seeing people like myself for the first time.
Yeah.
It's not just one or two or we're scattered. I'm seeing us now, how we
in abundance.
Yeah. People that look just like me, I look just like them. Even when I was there, if I don't speak, they'd come and speak to me in their language, thinking that I'm a Gambian.
You fit right in. You blend right in. Yeah.
So the whole feeling, it was great. I did 2 shows.
Yeah.
To be honest, I can't remember the names of the villages, right? I did one of the show there, and then Jamil and I did a show at one of the stadiums.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was a great turnout.
Great experience.
It was a great look.
So now, you know, your journey in Africa had to wake up another part of your creative sense.
Most
now,
definitely.
right?
That completed the righteousness.
Yeah. So after this experience, I mean, you know, after this experience, traveling to Africa, performing there, getting this big reception, I mean, returning now, what was your plan in continue doing music, and how differently, you know, do you say you're going to do it, or you continue the same way? What were your plans?
All right. Well, when I was in Africa, I decided that, look, I'm at a platform now that I can't turn back. It's forward.
Yeah.
I've invested too much. And it wasn't about the money, it's just that the time invested. It was too much. People invested time. People who believed in me invested time behind me, and I was like, yo, I gotta continue this journey.
Okay.
Right? I gotta continue the journey. And same that when I was Africa, I got a link, say, yo, NYC tour edition. So the world tour continue.
Okay. So you left Africa to come back into another tour, which is in New York City.
Definitely.
So give me a little insight about the tour that you're doing in New York.
All right. The tour, I got an EP going on with a new single I got by the name of Money Muscle.
Okay.
Right. So right now we got a lot of constructive work with it in terms of the visuals and so on. The audio aspect is completed.
Yeah.
So the video works and so on. I'm also doing some shows. I got a couple of shows and more in the making. To complete the NYC, because the NYC tour concludes in September.
Okay.
So well, while I'm on this tour, I'm hoping to complete my very first album.
Okay.
So that work is being done presently in the US.
So you're in the progress of writing or trying to finalize an album before the tour is complete.
Definitely.
Okay, so Money Muscle. So you have a new single which is Money Muscle.
Money Muscle.
And this is this the same single that you're using to get the tour, or was the tour derived off of the single or from the same Busway?
The same Busway.
Busway was the same. So that tune is still a cause havoc around the place.
Yeah. So it's from Busway.
Yeah.
So it's from Busway to Money Muscle.
To Money Muscle now.
To Money Muscle. So,
okay. So you have two major singles now. Money Muscle is out.
Not yet released.
It's not yet released.
In a few days, right?
So it's in progress still. A work in progress still.
Yeah, but Busway is out. Well, actually, I did a performance video on Busway.
Okay.
But Busway, I think I'll be doing. I'm looking forward to be doing Busway video.
Okay.
Over here. Fresh Million video. It was started in Guyana.
Okay.
So I waited. I got some clips from Africa. So I got to take some clips here to complete the Fresh Million.
Okay.
So. And Money Muscle is the big bad project.
Okay, so that Money Muscle now. So you're working independently, or are you working with a label?
I would say a label.
Okay.
East Rock Music is behind my music.
Okay, so East Rock is a Guyanese based
definitely
record company, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so they're behind you. So you have a team behind you who pushing your music promotion. As far as Jamaica, have you traveled to that areas yet performing or
no? I'm planning to go down to Jamaica sometime in the future, probably after this tour, right?
Okay.
Because I'm looking to do some music with Sizzler. We talked, Sizzler and I talked a little on it, but I never really get into it. So that is still yet to be finalized to travel to Africa to do some work with Sizzler and some other artists.
Definitely.
Out to Jamaica.
So you have your plans now. You're on tour. Things is looking up for you. You have an album in the works.
Definitely, man.
Tell us a little about the Money Muscle, because that's the new one and it's coming out. Give you a little idea behind the inspiration with this particular single, Money Muscle.
All right. Well, Money Muscle, the word Money Muscle, I metaphorically use muscle to really extract or to put out there that when I say money, the strength in it. And the strength in money is by working, is that depend on the hustle.
Definitely.
Every mickle make a muckle.
True.
Take me out of the struggle. So like I said, my songs is to uplift the ghetto, uplift the Garricks,
positive,
uplift the ghetto them and show them the brighter side, and the brighter side is the righteous side.
True.
Yeah. So that's Money Muscle.
And that's a good explanation of it. Money Muscle.
Yeah,
so that's
definitely.
the single, and that when it's going to be finalized. Like, do you have any date when it's going to be released or?
Sometime in August.
In August.
Management and I still gotta discuss.
Okay.
Yeah.
When it's going to release, but still you have song in the woodworks that's playing. How about for year play and stuff like that with Busway? Is it getting enough year play? Or?
Yeah, definitely, most definitely. Busway, I'm pleased. But the work, it never stopped. The work,
definitely.
Busway is actually my foundation. Like anywhere I go, Busway is my foundation. So everywhere I go, Busway is always new to me because Busway is my heart.
True.
So the foundation is the heart.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're doing well, man, and we hope you're doing an album. We hope you can come back here at some point when you
definitely, man. Definitely.
When this is your new home now, so you can always visit us again when you finish up your singles and you want to talk about it. We definitely can go through that.
Definitely,
so
man.
We have Busway, right, which is out there, and then we have Money Muscle.
Yeah, Fresh Million.
And Fresh Million is out already too, right? That's on and streaming platforms.
Definitely.
All right, people. So there you go. You can go check out, Busway, right? And this Mackie Jay, same name, right?
Yeah, man.
Mackie Jay, go check that Mackie Judgment. No, that's the Judgment. Mackie Jay. Go check out that single, man. It's called Busway. Big tune. Check it out. You might go perform a little thing for you, so you guys, I want you to stay locked, don't go nowhere. And do remember, the lines are open if you guys, anybody want to call and talk to the artist. He's right here with us. You understand me? And the vibes is right, man. So, what's the future for you, man? What's the future?
Bright.
All right. Not more simpler than what. I want you to tell the people a little bit about your social media, where they could go to get your music, download your music. If a booking, if who them can contact, all that information, if you can, give it to them.
Yeah, most definitely. For right now, my music is streaming on YouTube. All my latest work, they will be streaming on YouTube.
Okay.
The other platforms, they're in the making.
Okay.
Some administrative work at the moment is being done in terms of that.
Okay.
So I'll know more on that on a later date.
Okay. So we will definitely update you guys as soon as the information is available, so that you guys can go out and become a member of the artist's social medias. So YouTube, they could go on YouTube if they want to listen the music, and Busway's on iTunes and Spotify. It's already out there, right?
Definitely.
All right. So you can check that out on Spotify, all the streaming platform. You can go and check out Busway, and stay tuned for Money Muscle that's coming out soon. The video they might come. The artists there will be live here at Skunk House Radio, man. It's always a vibe being here. Mackie Jay, man, we thank you so much. Before we go, man, we know you're going to perform. We're going to take a break. Anybody out there that you want big up?
All right. Well, I want to big up my mother, big up my father, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have been here. So after the most, I big up my parents, my brother, my sister, all my friends, all my supporters. They're too numerous to mention.
Definitely.
But big up everybody from Guyana, Jamaica, Africa, Motherland, Germany, London, all over the world.
All right.
Big up.
So one thing I want to ask you, Mackie Jay, if it's not music, it's what?
If it's not music, it's music.
All right. You give the right answer. So you're a real musician. Musician. If it's not music, it's music. If it's nothing else. So you're very invested in your talent, man.
Definitely.
We thank you so much for passing through. You're going to perform later. We'll take a small break and we definitely come back. Before we leave, some words of wisdom for the young youths who are coming in the music business. Just your words. What your advice to these young artists who are come up in a Guyana, in Jamaica, America, coming in the music business? What's your advice for them?
Well, my advice is to every upcoming artist. Spend time to know what is music. Don't just rush in because you see this body get a forward or that body get a forward. You rush in. You gotta know what is music. And in knowing what is music, you gotta know who you are. Because who you are is where or what music begins. Right? Because as an African, music for us began in those days. And it was roots music before it come to all of this yaga, which I'm not commenting on. Right? But roots music was the thing. So you got to know music, and from knowing music and know the powers of music, you'll make a decision. And always try to make the righteous decision. The righteous decision may not always be the easiest, but it pays out in the long run. So I just love to do it. Love in your heart. Pre-consciousness. Pray every day.
All right.
Pray every day. That is the key thing. Yeah?
Definitely.
That is the key to life. Yeah, and burn some herbs too. Yes, straight.
All right, see, some kind of sacrament.
Yeah,
I do
man.
remember.
Yeah, without the herbs are healing the nation. Yeah.
My people, Mackie Jay in the house here, Skunk House Radio. Hey, do remember, go check out the artist on YouTube, right? And in other social media, remember, is a new artist. He's doing work, and success is coming at him. His brother has done a tour in Africa. Now he's on a tour in NYC. So Him have some good music and you guys want to hear it, stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Mackie Jay in the building. Words of wisdom. Remember, youths. Listen, man. Pay attention to yourself, your craft, everything, man. No music. Just don't jump into the game because you see somebody. Words of wisdom from Mackie Jay here, Skunk House Radio. We thank you so much, Mackie Jay, for passing through, man.
Love,
you understand me? Big up everybody at Guyana. Make sure on push the artist, you know, want so not jump on him social media and big up him thing and make the artist reach the level we're supposed to, man. We all are a family. And everybody out there, make sure on support the artist. Go out there, buy a song, man. It's just $1. Don't download it free. $1, right? $1. Help the artist so the artist can keep giving you good work and, you know, educate you through music. Yeah, yes, man. So you people, everybody out there, I want you guys stay tuned. Mackie Jay gonna perform live and direct so you can get a taste of this brother talent, man. So don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. And we'll be right back in a minute. Mackie Jay here, Skunk House Radio. We vibing, man. It's all about the energy here and good vibes. SKUNKHTV Radio. DJ just in the house. Yeah, man. And we just have vibe because that's how we do it here, Skunk House Radio.
Yo, East Rock, lighter. I you sign I and make my boss global. Enough. Yo, nice nation. Me tell you all the world say I one nation. Yo, Joe God, play the beat. Got the money just die up on the block, on the double. Get to youth for your real money muscle.